Was good with my peoples? What is cracking? What is cracking? What is cracking? You feel me? I'm happy to see my peoples in the chat already. It's a Friday, so let's get to it. You feel me? It's 7:02 on a Friday. What's the date? November 3rd. How is everybody doing? How has your week been going? I can't remember what this week's mantra is. I got to go back and really check it what it was. But if you remember, let me know if you've been sticking to it. You feel me? Let me know if you've been sticking to it. As you see, today's topic is she losing it? Now, there is a woman in the thumbnail, but I'm not talking about her, right? I'm talking about these women, bro. Are they losing it? You know, I want to get something clear. I do love women. I love all the women. You know what I mean? Even if I don't like some things that you represent, I appreciate women. So let's just get that out there first. Big shout out to my boy Anthony Flores. What's up? This from South Texas. Big shout out to South Texas. My boy is down there. Well, my boy and his family are down there doing crazy stuff right now with the high school football scene. My boy Isaac Carter and his family, the whole Carter family, their son Dante Carter is going crazy over there. I think he's like a 4-star safety at Sabella High, something like that. Something still, whatever, still high school. But yeah, they're handling business, and you know I love to see it. You know, I'm all about the all about the kids going crazy. You feel me? Big shout out my boy Cali Just. Cali back in Cali, just left the house. Oh, just left Houston, Texas. Yeah. All right. So big shout out to the whole bike life community, right? So bike life community is like a sick community. They're in Stockton. Well, they're really everywhere. These people are everywhere, but the ones that I'm familiar with are from Stockton. They got if you know anything about my city, man, it's crazy out there, right? The kids ain't got shit to do, and so all they do is gang bang and shoot. You know what I mean? That's what we grew up on. When I was younger, it was more jumpings. You know what I mean? And people getting shot, but now it's more, they ain't really jumping shit no more. They really just shooting. So this bike life community, they have been getting the kids out and they've been doing their thing, man. And I love to see it. If you watch the Hand Across My Heart video, my music video I just dropped like a couple of months ago, I got them in there. Big shout out my boy Cali Just linked me up with the bike life community, and I got nothing but respect for the whole scene. You know, if you're out there, it's like a sea of just bicyclists doing wheelies going all around town. They're riding from here to from Sacramento, Stockton to Sacramento. Sheesh, I can't speak right now. They were just in Houston, Texas, riding all around there. They did the whole Texas state sign, like outline in Houston. Like they're just going crazy and spreading nothing but positivity and stuff like that. And I'm all for it. You feel me? If you were on earlier and seen the opening clip, that's the new shirt that I'm dropping. That's my new clothing line, right? That's this right here, Thrash Life. You know what I'm saying, right here and up here. Bam. Thrashlifers.com. You know, that's the first commercial that I'm dropping. I'm really happy where this stuff is going. You know, I've mentioned this before. I've been trying to start this line ever since I started music, like since Son of the Light, right? I put hella money into this line that year. You know, I got a lot of support that year, and we had a big check. I'll just say I got a big check, and I put probably about $6,000-$7,000 in the shirts. You know what I mean? And like 5 different designs, 2 colors each design, like just going crazy. And I learned a lot back then, one of the things that I'll be able to teach my son and my kids, if you guys didn't know, I'm getting ready to have another child. One thing that I'm going to be able to teach them is, even if you like, work smarter, not harder. That's one of the things that I live by now. Back then, I was watching YouTube videos and, watching designers that I really respect and stuff. And I was like, man, I got to do what they say. So they were saying, if you're going to really start a line, you got to start out with 5 designs and you got to have at least 2 colorways on each design. And, I'm like, hey, man, my music's popping now. I can afford this. I'm just going to jump and do it. And I did it, but when I got the merch back, it was not the quality that I wanted. The quality wasn't top tier. And if you know anything about me, I never wanted to step out. I never believed in stepping out and doing something. Not even doing something. I never believed in stepping out and it not looking top tier. I never thought that I was competing with my boy around the corner or, the dude on the other side of the city. I felt like I was always competing with the top person, in my lane. I didn't drop music thinking, I got to be better than so-and-so from my city. I was thinking, okay, so Gucci just dropped a mixtape. My mixtape got the Bass Monster mixtape got to be as good as Lil Wayne or Gucci Mane's mixtape quality wise. Otherwise, I'm not putting this shit out. And when it dropped, it got so much love. It was treated just like their shit. If you know anything about the Bass Monster mixtape, you seen the wave that it created. I had people from different states hitting me up. I was on the top of where, okay, back then you went to websites to get your mixtapes and stuff. My mixtape was right there next to theirs without me having to pay for it, just because of how big of a splash it made. You know what I mean? So I've always kept that. You know what I mean? I've always kept that swing. Like, if I'm going to swing, I'm going to swing as hard as them. So needless to say, 12 years ago, I did not drop none of that merch. I posted pictures. People liked it. You might have seen me in some of the stuff, the Thrash Life stuff, but it was not as far as I wanted it to be. And so I really just took my time. And, literally 12 years, bro, I really thought about how I wanted this to look and the quality that I wanted it to have. Wanted it to have and all that stuff. And I got to the point now to where I'm really, really happy with the way the blanks, the t-shirts that I have. I know what I want the brand to look like. I know the message that I want to give, not just dope clothes, but the message behind everything. And so that's where I'm at now, and now in that time I've learned how to edit videos. I learned how to shoot stuff. So I'm having way more fun with it. It's tight now, just to finally step out and seeing what it does, So that's where I'm at now. I'm rolling out this this clothing line and trying to make it pop. The music, got that going. Got a whole nother kid on the way. There's a lot going on, bro, but one thing I don't believe in is buckling under pressure. So either I'm going to go crazy or I'm going to be a millionaire. So one or the other. And if I'm going to be a millionaire, it all starts with support. So if you guys can, hit up thrashlifers.com right here. Go check it out. I'm still upgrading things, and working on stuff. But that's where I'm at right now, trying to make some shit happen and having fun while I'm doing it. Big shout out to the 402. We up in here. Facts, bro. What's cracking? Man, I want to thank everybody for coming and being a part of my streams, because we never know. If you ever try to do something, you know how hard it is to get anybody to care about it. You feel me? Anything. You know, everybody wants to care about something when it's successful though. Like right now, we got 5 people. We just dropped to 5 people in here, right? 5 people in the stream. You know, when it's 500 people in here, everybody and their mama gonna talk about how much they care about the stream and you know like how much they support it and stuff like that. But a lot of people aren't comfortable with starting with that 5. You know, we always just want to jump straight into success, you know. And I've been thinking like what makes us feel that way? Like what makes us want to just start out like not go through the mud, you know? What we all talk about getting it out the mud, but what makes us not want to go through the mud? And I think it's lying. You know, like the internet has a lot of us putting out a false perception of who we really are. You know, I show who I am, man. You see my house, you see the clothes, like the clothes I wear in my video. If they're not from my boy Cali Just, then that shit is right out of my closet. You might see me in 2 weeks wearing that same sweater, you know, to the mall with my son and my wife and stuff, you know. And it's like, am I just throwing on anything for videos? Nah, I actually have dope clothes. So it's like, I'm cool with wearing them in videos, but it's just like, you know, like if I was like everybody, well, a lot of the dudes that I know, I would be going to like, I would take about $1,200 and go get Gucci or Louis Vuitton out real quick and then take all that shit back out after the video, you know? But one of the things I did want to talk about was this false perception that I see happening on the internet, right? Now, I know a dude like that, you know, but being that this topic is about is she crazy or is she losing it? Let's talk about this woman that I seen earlier. This chick, she did a video, right, where she claimed to be made over $100 million. She was doing an interview actually. She claimed that she made over $100 million in the trucking business, right? And everybody's like, damn, killing it, right? She's like, yeah, that was 4 years ago. She's stunting, stupid stunting, like going crazy. And I'm like, damn, you know what I mean? She getting it. But it comes out that she didn't really do that. She's lying. And I'm like, well, what was she doing? You know, like, how does somebody want to make a video of you and they did no background check, right? So somebody else did a background check. Turns out this chick is talking about how she in parts of the video, dude's breaking it down and she's like, yeah, I made 100. They're like, oh, I heard we hear that you're worth over 100 million. You made over 100 million. She's like, 4 years ago. So the dude breaks it down. And it comes back that obviously that isn't true. This chick has been renting big houses and stuff, and acting like and like not paying the mortgage or the rent. You know what I mean? You're renting like $30,000 a month houses and not paying the rent, and turns into squatting. And the trucking companies that she owns are the LLCs are not within good standing and stuff. So she just blatantly lying. And it made me think, right? Like I know somebody that's in the fashion industry that's just like blatantly lying, bro. Like this person is talking about their company's worth hundreds of millions or millions so and so plus million, and this person offered this and this person offered that. When it's like, you lying. But the thing about it is, right, the one thing that I'm learning about these lies is anybody believes it if you say it on the internet. Not anybody. Let me take that back. A lot of stupid people believe it because they don't think. A lot of people ain't really thinking, you know, and that's what's tripping me out with the world right now. You know, everybody's believing something if it looks shiny. And it's like, bro, where is the world headed? You know? Like my nephew is like 17, 16, and it's like he believed that this local rapper, you know, he got these chains and shit. He believed he's a millionaire. And I was like, why do you think he's a millionaire? And he was like, look, he got these clothes on, he got these chains on, and he got to be. I don't know what he got, but I think he's a millionaire. And I'm like, bro, do you know how many millionaires there are in the world? And you think this motherfucker just got it because he got some chains on, bro? Like, the world is crazy, bro. And it's like it's messed up because the underprivileged, which is the majority of the world, believes anything that they see, damn near. You know, unless they don't like you. You know what I mean? If they don't like you, then they don't believe shit you're doing, or they don't really care. But I can hop on internet right now and say, man, it feel good to be a millionaire, and every ignorant motherfucker from that, everybody that ain't that don't got the smarts is just gonna believe that shit, man. But yeah, so this woman, she's going off and talking about all this shit, and basically came out she's lying, and she's sticking to the lie, you know. And it's, if that's where the world is headed, bro, I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say, man. I'm really just lost at this because, like, it's crazy. I hate lying. That's one thing that's about me, bro. I cannot stand a fucking liar, and seeing that shit is annoying, and seeing that a person's getting away with it is just even crazier, right? So, speaking of women, right? Let's go to this next topic. This woman says after being frustrated with men make her booty itch. She's demanding a $500 fee to date her. No contact before fee is paid. And I was like, that sound like some fucking prostitution. You know, that sound like an escort. But like, I wish I would have got the picture because this chick isn't bad. You know what I mean? She's not pretty like that. So it's like, what's wrong with people? And that's what, like, that was a part of this. Is she losing it? Meaning, are they fucking losing it? A $500 fee to date you? Like, who the fuck are you? Like, what do we get? What in the world is going on when we're saying stupid stuff like this on the internet? And I get it, right? It gets people talking, right? She could not be serious. You know what I mean? It gets people talking though. But who's paying that, right? Let's see. Who's paying that? She's okay, so let's see. She's annoyed with men frustrating her. You know, basically people probably hitting and quitting. You know what I mean? Getting out the way, yada yada. So you're charging $500 fee to even talk to you, meaning, and I'm pretty sure it isn't a $500 fee, but she means like, hey, unless you are unless you're showing me some monetarily attention, I don't even want to talk to you, right? And I'm like, okay. So basically, you want a man that's not only gonna take your time by talking or texting, you want him to take you out and court you, okay? Because you got to read between the lines, right? So let's read between the lines. So I'm there with it, and so I'm like, okay, I can understand that, right? And so she said no contact before a fee is paid, which makes no sense. That shit don't make no sense to me. Like, you want somebody to pay you before you even talk to them. Now, I've ran into people like this, like not girls that I've dated, but like homies. And, you know, like I've seen a dude try to pop at the homie and she'd be like, shit, you ain't my type, but if you got some money, you got some money. And I'd be like, bro, not bro, but, you know, I treat my female homies, I call them bro because you might as well have a penis to me because I ain't trying to fuck with you like that. So I'm like, bro, you're willing to talk to this motherfucker if he pay you? What if he a crazy motherfucker? Some people will do anything, will sell anything for money. Like, you will sell your time for money. You can't get no time back in the world. You know what I'm saying? Once that shit gone, that shit gone. And you willing to trade that for some money? You crazy. You crazy. The only time you should do that is to provide for your family, which is going to work. You know what I'm saying? But some people are cool with that. Some people are okay with that. On a lighter note, right? Let's get into this to this topic. I wish I had more people in this comment section. Matter of fact, if you are listening right now, I'd like for you to please hit that like button. Let's get that algorithm going. Let's get it pumping. You feel me? But, okay, so this topic is pretty funny, right? I got about 7 people in here. I would appreciate it if you guys drop what you think about this next conversation, right? So, a topic came up. Can a high school boys basketball team beat a WNBA team? Not just any high school basketball team. I mean, like Bronny James. You know what I mean? LeBron James' son basketball team. Can they beat, let's say, the weakest WNBA team? Because the best, I don't think that can happen, right? Now, let's say the weakest team. Now, I thought this was funny, right? Because everybody's like, hell nah, man. That boys team will fuck them girls up, them women up. Now, that's a hard one for me, right? Because while I think these kids, these little boys look like grown men, you know, and a lot of them are eligible to go to the NBA after 1 year. So it's like, these dudes are damn near NBA ready, right? But yes, anything is possible. Why not? My boy DJ Frank Dog was cracking. Shout out to the 702. Right? Okay, so check this out though, Frank. I believe that, right? I believe that. But I know a female basketball player. She was a fucking monster, bro. But she was like top tier, you know what I mean, in college. She was top tier vibes. Like, she was like the best player on her team. My homie TJ, she was a baller. Like, when I say a baller, bro, she was a fucking baller. Like, crazy. She was on ESPN at points. She took her team to the fucking Sweet 16 tournament, all that, right? Baller. Now, if she was good, but there was girls better than her, it might be hard for some high schoolers, bro. Cause she was a baller. So I'm like, damn, I know I couldn't beat her. And I can play against some high schoolers. So it's like, it might be hard. Now you get them tall ass high school students. You get like LeBron James when he was in high school, bro. He running through everything. That's a 6'8" fucking train. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's a hard one, but somebody did bring up a point. The USA women's soccer team, the USA women's soccer team lost to a 15U soccer team. And I was like, shit. Now, soccer's not as physical as basketball can be, you know? So it's like, if the USA team lost to the 15U team in soccer, imagine what that Bronny James team would do to a fucking WNBA team. It might be bad. They might be out there muscling them women. You know what I'm saying? The tallest women the average, I think, is about 6'3". You know what I mean? 6'3". That's something I wouldn't mind watching on a slow Tuesday. That's facts. I definitely will tune in. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm gonna be talking shit too. Okay, but what about all the baller kids on the high school team? Facts. See, now that's the thing, right? I was thinking about that too. Now, we're not talking about like an all-star team. We're talking about just like a really good traveling team like Sierra Canyon, right? Fire, ballers, right? They might fuck that girls' team up. The average height for WNBA, I think, is like 6'2", 6'3". Bronny James is like 6'2" himself. And he's a shorter person on the team. Yeah, they might get in that ass, pause. You know what I mean? Like, they might really fuck that team up. I want to know what you guys would think. Because I wish I had a co-host so I can go back and forth, because that would make this a lot funner. But like a 3-point competition, the women might work that ass out. Pause. Because it's just shooting. But when when you're playing a full basketball game, you're playing a lot of rough defense. You're backing down. You're doing a lot of physical stuff. It might get hard. It might get really hard for that woman. I would love to see it though. I would love to see it. I would pay money to see that. I'd go to see that. Let me know in the comment section if you guys would like to see that, because I want to know what you guys would think about that. Like, who do you think will win? Obviously, I got a lot of males in my demographic. So I think we all would be going for the same. I think we all would be leaning the same way on who would win this game. But I would like to know. Ramiza says, I feel like this is a topic Lasia would have a lot to say about. Lasia's my sister-in-law. She played basketball in high school. And that would be like Lasia in high school playing against a good 8th grade team, And the way, if Alasia's team was an all-star team made up of players, they might get that 8th grade team, just because they're older, they'll be able to come close to that strength. But if that 8th grade team was a really good basketball team going against her high school team would have a very, very, very hard day, because everybody wasn't up to par on that basketball team. She was good. A lot of other people weren't that good on that team. So it would have been a long day. That 8th grade boys team would have been slamming all over them girls. And I would have been there for that. I definitely would have paid to watch that. You feel me? So since we're talking about slamming, right? A game with rules are street ball rules. Street ball rules, it's a wrap. I don't care. Like, if we talking about I can't remember that old basketball game that was on Nintendo where you can throw punches and stuff and everybody had British Knights on. Now, if it's like that, if it's like real physical, the boys is going crazy. These kids are buff. They full of testosterone. Yeah, what, 16, 17? Yeah, they're going crazy. We talking about grown men, like miniature grown men out there pushing people around. Yeah, that's never going to end well. With game rules and extra game rules, like Steph Curry rules, to where you can't even touch this motherfucker. The girls might shoot the lights out, but that's if you got it like that. Just because you're a girl don't mean you can shoot the ball. You feel me? I don't know. That's a hard one, It's a hard one. I would pay to see it. I hope it does happen so I can pay to see it and we can talk about it, because I'm talking shit. I might stream the whole game and talk shit the whole time while Bronny James is slamming on somebody. And one rules would be fucking hilarious. They might break out into a fight. You know what I'm saying? Now, talking about slamming, right? I came across this fucking back and forth that DJ Academics and Young Miami from the City Girls are having, right? I don't know if you guys even know about these people, but I got to talk about it because it's crazy how this ended. Now, it started out with my boy Academics saying that basically trashing the City Girls album. If you don't know, the City Girls album, these people are on major labels too, by the way. They're slated to do 6,000 to 8,000 sold in the first week. That's fucking horrible. I want you to know that right now. If you got a label and you're doing 6 to 8,000, it's time to start filling out job applications, because it's a wrap. You might want to get into porn if you're a woman. You might want to go into fucking tennis if you're a dude. Something else, because 6,000 to 8,000, that just shows that you can't do it no more. You might want to be independent, and I don't know if that's gonna work as independent, because if you're on a label, you're getting maximum You're getting a real look. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know how to explain that shit, bro. You getting like a lot of coverage, and if you can't sell 6 to 8 thousand with all that fucking coverage, you don't need to be doing this shit. This ain't for you. So, DJ Academic says, shit's trash. Young Miami from the rap group says, yeah. Start barking at him. Her best friend, which is a gay dude, right? This dude, he looks like a transgender with a male face. He got a beard. He got a fucking fade, but he dresses like a woman, right? This person dresses like a woman. He said to DJ Academics, I want to fight you. And after I beat your ass, I'm going to fuck you. That's crazy, bro. That is crazy. He told him he was going to have sex with that man. He's going to rape him, basically. DJ Academics is, he steps back, you know, hey, man, I'm not with that. You know, do what you got to do, yada, yada. I ain't got no beef with you. Because he says that to him because he's worried about the backlash from the LGBTQ community plus community. And I'm like, how, just because you're gay, how could you say something like that? Now, if that was a dude telling another dude that, like, and they were straight, there would be all types of outrage going on. It would be crazy. But since the dude is gay or transgender or something like that, then it's more funny. That's crazy to me. And this is a big ass dude, right? This ain't no like little petite person. You know what I mean? Talking about they're gonna F this man. Like, this is a big dude. So it's like you got a grizzly bear coming at you, bro. What in the world what is this community getting away with when it's like that? I ain't got nothing against nobody, but it's like, bro, you shouldn't be able to threaten somebody like that. And if they say something crazy to you, they're at risk of losing their sponsorships and stuff like that. You know, that's real one-sided. Because if he told that dude that, it would be looked at as like a hate crime or something like that. But vice versa, it's not. I wish dude would have told me that, bro. I would be like, bro, first off, if you play with me like that, you going to a fucking you going to a fucking Whitney Houston concert. First off, you know what I mean. You gonna be front row at a Michael Jackson concert. First off, second off, you gotta have like a Predator tag on you. You gotta be wearing that jacket. You can't threaten my butthole and not be seen as a predator, bro. Especially if you fucking a big ass dude, you know what I mean, with a dress on and a fucking beard. Like, who are you, bro? Like, what do you have going on to where you think this is okay, my guy? That is never okay. That's never okay. Ramiza says, I wish Trey was here to say, he would have a lot to say. And that's my brother-in-law. Bro, I guarantee you we can have a long conversation about that. And it's like, I have nothing against that community at all. But, bro, you cannot threaten my butthole and think that it's cool. He definitely got to see Tupac next day. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. How do you get away with something like that? How is that community so untouchable where you could say something like that and it don't get him canceled? That's crazy, right? So this man can't respond because he's worried about losing opportunities and like being able to like take care of his family because he can't respond to that the way he would want to. The world is crazy, bro. So that's why I say, is she losing it? Is the world losing it? Are these people losing it? Because I feel like they are, man. I really feel like the world is losing it. And there are a lot of good women out there. There's a lot of great women out there. I know a lot of them. I'm married to one of them. But my wife ain't the majority. at least on my phone and on social media, she's not the majority. You know what I mean? When I was getting, I was talking to my married homie, you know, before I got with my wife, and I was telling him like, you know, I was trying to pick his brain about how he chose his wife and the things that he did, and he had told me a few things, but one thing that really stuck out, he said, "Look, good women are few and far in between." Excuse me, I had pizza earlier, just a little while ago. Few and far in between. So if you approach this, approach it correctly if that's what you want to do. If it's not, you need to let that be known because you don't want to mess up something good or something with a good person because it is few and far in between. And I always think that, you know, I always think about that. Like, even like with business, you know, because I've learned that good business partners are few and far in between. You get a lot of people that want to jump into business with you, but there's not a lot of people that are worthy to jump into business with you because they don't know how to, they really don't know business like that, you know? So it's like, women, they're losing it, you know, and not all women, obviously. That's not what I mean. Like I just said, I mean that crazy majority that's sitting right there, the easy access majority are fucking losing it. And I feel bad for everybody out there that's searching right now, man. Good luck. That's what I have to say. Good luck. So, this is a shorter stream today. You know, I don't. It's not that that I didn't come prepared. It's I didn't want to cloud this. I don't want to make these live streams about just a bunch of random shit to make it go longer. You know. Let's go to the comment section. Let's see what we're talking about. My boy Frank Dog, DJ Frank Dog. He says, I want to see the movie called After Death. I watched the trailer earlier and it looks super interesting. I definitely got to check that out. If we had time, if I was 100% sure I can watch a trailer on here and then give my review and I wouldn't drop down to 0 viewers, I definitely would do that because that sounds fun. Ramiza says, I'm dead. You should come to my class. I want to. I wish I can just like be a fly on the wall around a bunch of women and see how they really are, because I know how guys really are, right? And I know that there's a big misconception on what guys really are really like. You know, a lot of people think, a lot of women, well, a lot of people, right? Because you have different races of guys and different like class, like, you know, different like classes or whatever. But it's like, I believe guys are way more deep than you think we are. You know, we don't get around and talk about, yeah, look at this bitch, she got a fat ass. Look at this bitch, she got a fat ass. It's not really like that. But that's the misconception that's out there. You know, like, well, at least the people that I'm around, we talk about a lot of deep shit, you know, and that's because we're really thinkers. You know, guys are thinkers. Guys are more logical. So we think about stuff all day. Do a bunch of guys get around and talk about women? Fuck yeah, that's obviously, you know what I mean? But majority is about some deep shit. Unless you are not those type of dudes. There's a lot of dudes that don't use this, that don't got one of these, a brain, you know what I mean? So that does happen, but I'm curious to what kind of conversations that women have when nobody's looking at them, and that's why I wish I was a fly on the wall, because man, not wish, but I wish I could just listen to some shit, because I want to hear, you know, I want to see what's going on there. Let me see. My boy El Peron says, all about the feels before the reals in today's society. Shaking my head. Too many softies. Facts. All about the feels, man. Artist by the name of RJ in LA says, get up out your feelings. You feel me? And I agree with that, man. Get out your fucking feelings. You know, a lot of the time, people hear with their feelings instead of their brain, you know, and they read with their feelings instead of their brain and trying to understand, and they get lost in the in that shit. That's why when I notice a conversation going weird on text, I like to get on the phone, because there's a good chance you ain't hearing the shit I'm trying to say, and you're perceiving it the way you're feeling, and I might not be feeling that way. So we need to get on the phone and talk. You know, I feel like if you're scared to hop on the phone, and you like, cause I know that there's people out there that's like, I don't never talk on my phone. If you can't text me, then we don't need to talk about it. And I think that's fucking weird, because it's like, you can't read how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Man up and get on the phone. I hear my son in the background. I don't know. Can you guys hear my son when he yells like that? Because he be turned up. But yeah, like I said, this is gonna be a shorter stream today. I will be back on Monday. You feel me? I hope you guys' weekend goes good. This weekend, I'm going to be trying to shoot a video. The worst part about doing this video shit, man, is having somebody hold that damn camera. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with it. Women overthink a lot and overanalyze. They dissect everything. We also validate a lot of things that we do that men might think is this why she crazy, or is this why she's single? Facts. You know, I can definitely contest to that. You got with a good dude. There's a lot of dudes that are just that's from Remiza, by the way. There's a lot of dudes that will get past the crazy to hit to hump, but the guys that's really trying to build something, you got about I say about 2 times to say some crazy shit, or to act crazy, before we just fucking vanish. I give you that right now. Like, that's facts. Anybody in this chat, if you're a guy, how many times do you give a woman to come at you crazy or to say some crazy shit before you are poof out of there like a fucking magician? I am curious. I want to stay on. I'll stay on for 5 minutes, an extra 5 minutes, just to see what this chat got to say. Because there's 6 people in here, and I'm pretty sure some of them are dudes. Please let me know, because I know for me, I am out, bro. There is no way in the world I'm going to sit around and deal with some crazy shit when I am not tied down and I cannot deal with some crazy shit. Yeah, that's out. I imagine, seeing now, I would have thought that women are like that, but a lot of women aren't like that. They think, I like this person, so I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt a lot, you know? And I think that's crazy. You know, I think that's fucking crazy. I think that if a person shows you who they are, believe them. You feel me? Have you ever talked to a girl and she say something and you look at her and then like you start seeing the future, and then it's like, this chick would punch me if she got mad enough. I feel like she would punch me in the face if she got mad enough. It's not easy when they say it's, let me see. It's not easy they say it's how they say it. It's not that easy to say. I don't know what my boy Frank, dog, I don't know what you're saying right now, but I feel like you're right. I don't know what the hell you saying, but I feel like you're right for some reason. So we just gonna go with Frank Dog being right. You feel me? This is the number one thing I hear in class. Oh, okay. Yeah, and they dissect everything. We validate a lot of things we don't do that men might think this is why she crazy or this is why she facts. She says that's the number one thing she hears in class, right? So, and that's just being around women. Obviously, she's a woman herself, and That's facts, man. You know, uh, crazy, crazy. The word crazy gets thrown around. You know, the word crazy gets thrown around a lot, and so I just feel, man. You know, tone it down and talk, because what you think this dude might be talking about is not, is a good chance he ain't talking about that shit, or that's not how he means it. It's not what they say, it's how they say it. Oh, I agree. Okay, my boy Frank Dog says it's not what a woman says, it's how they say it. I agree. I agree with that. And a lot of the time, some shit comes out crazy. And that's crazy to me. Because I'd be like, bro, if I could sit here and think about what I'm going to say to you, because I don't want to sound crazy to you, like sound aggressive, how the hell do you not think about filtering your shit out? Excuse me. How do you not think about filtering your shit out? What the fuck? What the hell? I don't get that, you know? I really don't understand that. But that's why a lot of people end up single, you know? That's why a lot of people end up single. That's why a lot of people be by their fucking self, you know? And like the OG Kevin Samuel say, get yourself a dog and prepare to die alone. Because it sucks, but guys don't really have to deal with that shit now. You know? You really don't have to deal with that shit now. There's so many, the ratio is crazy. The ratio is crazy. And what's even crazier, right? So Kevin Samuels said, and what he used to say, there's like 80% of guys that are not having sex or going on dates with women, you know? And I was like, damn, that's crazy. And then when you go to school, right? Like, think about how school was. And it's like, okay, you had a couple of dudes that were cool, you know what I mean? That were like talking to women, the girls that are pretty. Then you had a bunch of, like, a overwhelming amount of dudes that were just going to school and going home, you know? And it's like, go to work, right? You think about work. There's a bunch of dudes that are just like existing, you know? And you got like 5 dudes that's smashing all the girls, you know? You got 5 dudes in high school that was getting it cracking, and you had like 1,000 dudes that was just living, existing. And that's how it is in the world. You know, it doesn't just like change as you get older. It doesn't just change and turn into like, there's somebody for everyone. No, there isn't. You know, you got, like they said, all the attractive women are dealing with 20% of the guys, and they all having sex with the same dude. That's why they be like, oh man, he got all the bitches. Well, all of the handsome dudes got all the bitches because they're all dealing with the same ones. That's literally how it is, bro. And it's crazy. Like, my son is turning up. He's turning up. And so, like, with that being said, it's like, you would think, oh, okay, well, there's somebody for everybody, but there's not, because everybody don't want everybody, you know? And that's the crazy part about it for me. Everybody don't want everybody. Ramiza says, I just hope nobody gets stuck in the same situation as Johnny Depp and Will Smith. After having a son, I feel for men. I automatically think, what's his side of the story? Facts. See, now we don't think about that until we do. All right, well, women don't think about that until they have boys, right? And okay, so this is another talker. I'm gonna get to this really quick, right? Because my son is tripping and I feel like I need to help. But a lot of single women, right? This is like more when I was a kid. A lot of single women were raising their kid to be the type of man that they wanted, right? Now, they want this type of they were trying to raise their kids that be the idea of what they wanted, more emotional, in tune with his feelings, catering to the woman, right? I respect that. But the problem is that's not who you chasing. The dad wasn't like that. The dude that you got with after the dad ain't like that. You think you want these things, right? Fine, you raise your son that way. Now he's coming up, and guess what they're saying nowadays? Men need to be more manly. Men are different now. Men want to be pursued. Men want you want me to take you on a date. You want me to holler at you, and it's like, bro, guess why? You know what I mean? A lot of them are raised by women. They're doing what their mom told them that was the right way. Like, I don't understand how this is rocket science, but it is kind of, because like everybody isn't catching on, and it's like right there, you know. I don't know. Is the world going crazy? Or I mean, is the world in danger or whatever? No, because there's a lot more men in the lives of their kids, so the world will be fine. But a lot of you guys that raised your kids single, like women, single moms and shit, good luck. You know what I mean? Hopefully you had a good father figure somewhere, because you're you ain't gonna have no grandkids for a long time. You know what I mean? Sorry. So with that being said, man, I'm gonna go ahead and end this live. I'd appreciate it if everybody go and hit the like button, all that good stuff. Get ready for new music getting ready to drop, new videos getting ready to drop. Hit up thrashlifers.com. Check out the clothing line that I have going. Hit up Basehead Central. Bing. Order something. Support the brand. Help this stuff go and keep going. You feel me? As you see here, if you want to donate to the channel, hit up a super chat. All that good stuff, man. You know, all that stuff makes sense. I mean, all that stuff helps. If you don't know what a super chat is, you can hit up the money sign underneath the chat right there and donate, man. My boy DJ Frank Dog says, good night, bro. Good night, man. I make these at around 7 to 8 just to give you guys something to think about before you go to bed, you know, because that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to go to bed, and I want to say thank you guys for coming. Hit the like button. One love, and we out this piece. You feel me?